Hey guys, it's Booligan with Airsoft Retreat and BooliganAirsoft.com. Today we're going to take a look at the Nitecore P25 Smilodon tactical flashlight available through Airsoft Atlanta. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this thing. Alright, let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of the features of this unique light system. First off, go ahead and unscrew it, show you the type of battery that it uses. As I before, it uses an 18650 battery, which is essentially two CR123s put together. The one that I'm using is rechargeable, and the nice part about its recharging is that it uses a USB recharging port that's located, I'll show you, right here. So, starting with the back, you have a master tail switch, turns it on and off. Turn it on. First off, you can do momentary or lock it. To do most things, this needs to be turned on. You have this secondary dual stage button located right here that controls the light output. It controls if you do the strobe feature, you can put it in standby mode. You can check the battery with it. I mean, it's got a ton of features. So let's go ahead and cycle through those really quick. So let's turn it on, and then half clicking will change the output. You can see lowest level, 3, 4, and the brightest. Turbo mode. In turbo mode, this thing will last about an hour 45 minutes on a full charge. It's actually pretty good considering it's 860 lumens is what it's rated at, which is, I can't really describe how bright that is. It is incredibly bright. It uses it's a Cree LED for long. I think the thing has like 35,000 hour estimated life. Some of the other features that this has, let's go ahead and turn it back on. If you hold the button down all the way, it turns on strobe mode, which is fantastic and probably going to mess up my camera. Now that it's a strobe mode, if you do another half press, you'll get SOS mode, where it'll do Morse code SOS, or one more time, and you'll get beacon mode, where it just does a quick, bright flash every couple of seconds. So, by doing a full press down, you put it in standby mode. You can see, I've got this little blinking blue light here. This is showing you that it is in standby mode. From standby mode, you can use it as a side button light. Just push it, quick. You get whatever your last selected power output was. One of the nice features of standby mode is it includes a battery gauge using this blinking light. So if you do a half press, you'll see it blinks 1, 2, 3, 4, and then no other times before it starts doing the half blink. So what that's saying is that I have 4.0 volts. If it did 4 blinks, a pause, and then one more blink, it would be 4.1. If it did 3 blinks, pause, 2 blinks, 3.2 volts. Hopefully that should make sense to you guys. The whole thing, you can disable it. You can see it does a blink every couple of seconds just to show you that it's in standby mode. There is some power drain with that, but it's not a whole lot. To turn it off, you just turn the master switch off, and you're good. One thing you'll notice about this light, it has rails on it. You can actually mount other things to this, lasers, lights, so on and so forth. This is an included accessory. It's called the tactical ring. It helps if you're going to do like a cigar style hold, so you can hold it like that against it. It's a nice reference point if you're going to hold it like this. The tail cap, you'll note, only has these 2 guards for the button. It allows you to tail stand, which it probably won't tail stand on my big furry blanket here. Yeah, it's not going to tail stand. On a firm surface, it'll tail stand okay. But it's easy to get into if you're wearing gloves. So you can just momentary switch, go like that, and you're good to go. Overall, the thing's awesome. But really, what's going to show it as well as I can is, what it looks like when you're doing it outside at range. My camera, we're going to be alternating with a GoPro. Does not capture low light well, so I'm going to apologize in advance for this footage that you're about to see. It's not great, but it should give you a good idea of comparing this thing to a J-Rich M600 Scout Light, which is rated at 140 lumens as far as relative power output. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this thing will do at night, outside, at range.
Alright, we're going to be testing out two different lights here. We're going to be testing out the J-Rich M600 Scout Light and the Nitecore P25 Smilodon. These cameras do not capture low light very well at all, so it's going to be kind of a hard comparison. But here's what we got. So you can see it kind of coming up. This is with the J-Rich M600, which is rated at 140 lumens. It's going to be kind of hard to see that on film, but that's what this one's for. This is the Nitecore P25 in the turbo setting. Let's go ahead and cycle through the settings really quick. You have the lowest setting, not going to show up on the film. Second setting. Third setting. Fourth. And ultimately the turbo setting. It doesn't seem like there's a huge difference between the number 4 and number 5 settings, but it actually is pretty visible. You can see the strobe feature, holding down, strobe light, the SOS, cycles through the SOS signal, and lastly the beacon mode, which just flashes every now and then. Low, high impulse, and back strobe. There you go. See, it's got a great throw all the way up in the tree. In the turbo setting, this thing is rated at over 800 lumens, so I mean it's pretty much to be expected that it's going to be a really bright light. So there you go. This is at about 90 feet from the camera to that back wall. You can see it comes off about 80-degree angle with a nicely concentrated spot there in the middle. But overall, I really like this light.
Alright, now that we've taken a closer look at some of the features of the light as well as its performance in a nighttime environment, let's talk a little bit more about cost, how to get it, accessories, so on and so forth. I was sent this light through Airsoft Atlanta, who currently has it for sale on priced at about $96. The battery that I'm using, the 18650 rechargeable lithium-ion battery, is about another $10. You don't need an additional charge or anything. It charges via USB, which is a really nice feature. So it's not the cheapest light, but compared to other lights with similar output, it's a great price. There's really no beating around the bush with that. It's priced absolutely on par with other things that are out there. So check out the full review for some of the detailed specs. The review has a lot more information. However, this video obviously showed a lot more of the performance and whatnot. So thanks for watching. As always, be sure to check out all my reviews on Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Retreat. And thanks for watching.